Hey guys, welcome to Key West.
Are you dreaming of Key West but dreading the typical tourist traps and blown budgets?
You are not alone. We've cracked the code on experiencing paradise without breaking the bank or wasting a single precious moment. Get ready to discover how to maximize every sunset,
Every bite and every adventure on an unforgettable Key West escape. Let's tick off the typical tourist traps right at the beginning.
The southernmost point is probably one of the most iconic points in Key West, if not in all of Florida.
And it's free to visit. But if you look for it these days, you won't find the monument in its place. See yourself on the live webcam.
It has been removed because the surrounding seawall and the actual platform it sits upon needs some repairs.
In its place, a tough little stand-in appears at Duval Pocket Park, just around the corner.
According to the Key West Express, the original buoy will not be back before late 2026.
But that's not a problem.
Unsurprisingly, mile marker 0 of Highway number 1 is also located in Key West.
You'll find it here.
Visiting the point itself is free, but of course you will also find a souvenir shop there. And as you can see, there were no tourists at all.
Anyone who has subscribed to our channel knows that we love lookout towers. A visit to the lighthouse and keeper's quarters was therefore a must.
The lighthouse is located on the same street as the mile marker 0.
And, unlike at the lighthouse in Key Biscayne, we were luckier here. By the way, don't miss our Key Biscayne adventure. Go find it on our channel.
Pricing of the Key West Lighthouse seems to be dynamic. You can find more information and book your tickets by scanning this QR code. A variety of information boards tell the story of this great building and convey interesting facts. The entire facility is in a tip-top condition. You can see that everything is cared for with love and dedication. Now, let's go inside and climb the 88 steps to the observation platform. The ascent is quite exhausting, especially on hot days. But you'll see, it's worth it.
Yeah, we finally made it to the top.
What a view! There are also information boards up here, which is very practical.
You can really get a good impression of Key West from up here.
For us, the visit to this lighthouse is a real highlight. We also like that you can see the details of the lighthouse.
But now it's time for the descent.
Because downstairs the museum is waiting for us.
It's included in the price and we want to see that as well.
There is also a lot to learn here. About the lighthouse system of the Keys, for example.
And also how the lighthouse keepers lived at that time.
Now we want to see what else there is to discover in Key West. For example, chicken. Just like in Little Havana, in the middle of Miami.
Watch our video if you don't believe it. As you can see, the chickens also know very well how to behave in traffic. But of course, Key West offers much more.
Soon we arrive on the famous Duval Street.
There's pretty much everything here. Extravagant art galleries,
Souvenir shops, street fights, street cinemas, street cafes, or rather bars where you can party late into the night. But before that, we want to eat something. How about pizza? We can warmly recommend this pizzeria in a small side street of Duval Street. Really delicious.
and now let's have a party! On Duval Street, you have plenty of opportunities to do that.
Yes, that's the sound that will wake you up if you stay overnight in Key West. By the way, we'll be posting a video with a hotel recommendation for Key West very soon.
Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it.
But it doesn't matter that we are up early, because today we have a lot on our list. On our second day, we'll start at the beach. The beach is located at the bottom of Key West. You should arrive via Butler Boulevard. On the beach there are deck chairs, plenty of shade, and the beach bar, of course. Everything you need for a great day at the beach.
The beach itself is not as spectacular as some beaches on the Gulf Coast, but still a nice one. After spending lunch in the shade of the trees, we get ready to leave again.
Right next to the beach, we visit another attraction.
Fort Taylor.
Also, this attraction features numerous information boards. In addition, you can also take a self-guided tour, which is completely free. With this booklet, you can move freely in the fort and always have an overview. These big guns are really impressive. From the elevated areas, you have a great view. Here you get a really good impression of what life in the fort must have been like in its active times.
Slowly, our second day in Key West is approaching the evening. So it's time to leave for Mallory Square.
This is the best, but also the most popular place to enjoy the sunset. If you want, you can let you entertain by numerous street artists. However, we prefer to simply look out at the sea and enjoy the sunset. We hope you enjoyed our Key West adventure. Stay tuned for more Florida adventures to come soon.